Man, I don't know what episode it is of the podcast and stuff like that. But hey, man, where do I start, man? I love animation growing up as a kid, and so especially when it comes to writing. And I'm only been to the theatrics and stuff like that. But man, I you're gonna be kind of like the lover for my Juicer and Lemonade video or wherever I titled that video and stuff like that. I don't remember what I titled it, to be honest with you. Time recording the video and stuff. I made that video. I'll go and upload it. I'm pretty sure. But I probably did a TikTok. It's probably on TikTok. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna get into TikTok. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to schedule a video for TikTok and stuff like that. I'm gonna try. But as I wanted to talk about there and get into there and everything going on, I have finished season one of my show, Juicer and Lemonade. You don't know what Juicer and Lemonade is? It's a storybook that I made in second grade. I think around second grade. And so, featuring Juicer and Lemonade, and so, because I have weird name for my characters and things like that. And it was one of the names I bring back. I didn't even get into that in my other episode. And Super Mouse is another one. We been talking about that in another episode. Yeah, I ain't gonna get about it. And I'm still working on Super Mouse and stuff and superhero stuff. In the background. But yeah, Juicer Lemonade definitely. I really love the characters, the book and stuff like that. And I really wanted to bring it back. I know we also got the Boss Show and stuff like that. Do really based on a little drawing up. And I made reference to Bob and stuff, which was city characters from the spirit realm and stuff like that. But I just really enjoy creating stuff like that. And one of the I did shape version numbers and stuff. I lost my real note for these because I've been playing this shit for a while and stuff like that. But I just remember having these certain topics I wanted to discuss on like Shinja Animation channel, show, or whatever, however you want to word it, mini comments or whatever, motion comments, I guess the better term is, and things like that. I just combined the shapes and the numbers and so like, you know what? What to do both in one episode? Teaching kids shapes and numbers, you know. And I'm really proud of the character design. I honestly really proud of it. The ending style is kind of questionable, but I don't know. I want to do something different. I always want to test the waters a little bit and things like that. And then we got Shadow Minis. One of the first ones as well. I'm very proud of my Shadow Minis. It's like that. As it's sort of the Shadow Realm been more, I really wanted to do it since really delve into the Shadow Realm since they're gonna be more of importance in my future stories and stuff like that. How am I gonna word it? And then I'm doing that. And things and these three shows will run together and stuff like that. We are working on other stuff obviously and things like that. What? Sorry, I wish I could manage this. Anyway, I'm gonna pay attention to that later. It's just a weird time of day to get updates like that. Anyways, while we're talking about Shadow Minis and stuff like that. Yeah, it's short, more easier to edit by the couple of minutes and stuff. And and it was like 120 segments, pictures and stuff. Um, and it took me a lot of time. Like it took me, especially as easy as it might look. It took a lot of time. A lot of drawing. Let's make sure things look decent enough to at least roughly get put out there and stuff. You know, and things like that. I still want to have like the silver bullet feel for it and things like that as well. Of the flipping of the pages and stuff like that to make sure that everything flowing nice and smooth for that. And I really enjoy Ginger and Lemonade. Definitely planning some spin-off and stuff. I'm pretty sure Shaking Numbers I wanted to end season two and stuff. At least because I'm recording the video. And Shannon Mini technically don't got seasons and stuff like that. They're all going ding and stuff like that. Teaching kids words and stuff. And so, but I'm definitely interested in like spin off for Juicer and Lemonade and Shea Butter Never, especially with Cersei, the Duck Sucker the guy. I just really love Cersei and so especially writing that character and things like that. I kind of compare her to Patrick a bit. You got kind of silly, wacky, goofy kind of characters and stuff. You know, especially when he's considering like early SpongeBob and stuff with Patrick and stuff like that. I kind of compare her to. But yeah. Obviously, I made Tamara That's a short thing on there. Mind you, Lily, more Chinese focus. Cause they would like this alligator show. My pet alligator who teaches matters. I like, you know what? I want to do my own thing. I probably want to talk about that on my cartoon TV channel and things. But uh, yeah, I just really like curating shows and stuff. And I really like the idea, Mind you, Lily. I'm pretty sure it is like Chinese for like manners or something like that. I forgot exactly on top of my head time recording this. But yeah, and then we got Honey-chan teaches, Honey-chan or Shirky, or something like that. I forgot on top of my head. I forgot at the top of my head, but yeah, hopefully we get no episode out soon. I'm over here grinding. I'm break a pipe break and stuff like that. I'm still recording doing the month video for Spider-Man. Yeah. And I am working on the anime things and stuff like that, some cards and stuff like that. Probably gonna get into more of it a bit later on down the line and stuff like that when I got more time and stuff like that. Because I really got to get these out and things. But I'm learning a lot. I learn a lot in the process and stuff like that. Um, I think what on my Monster Tamer channel and stuff like that. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. But I'm just roughly gonna get these episodes out and stuff like that, the chapters and stuff for the books. Kind of like animation. I just want these stories to be out in the world one way or another. Even nobody watches at first and stuff like that. I just want these episodes to be out, these stories, these characters and stuff like that, and things like that. I'm especially proud of like Dark Star though, and especially taking place over my movie and stuff like that. Now I'm been working on since like 2018, and seeing the character like just interact with all the husband hotel characters here there that I really like. Man, I gotta like. I had this story for like a while and stuff. Just seeing this in play and like, I'm gonna repost them on places. I gotta repost it on some places because I really enjoyed making the chapters for these and stuff like that. I think he went on a bit longer than I wanted to with 12, and initially the story was supposed to be separate and stuff like that, these separate mini stories and stuff like that. But it all got combined into one. And I think I got some in the promo. I showed something like having mistakes and stuff like that and things, but. Seeing the area, especially with Al and Vi, I said, when you stretching the two work together and stuff. There's an entertainer and stuff. He the master entertainer, the overlord of entertainment, a fallen angel and stuff like that. And I always love the aspect of this character, Cloak. It just their wings. And so, especially when it comes to like the Dark Lord, which the movie is, and stuff like that, and seeing Dark Star as well do the same thing, but you see it more as when he usually show the wings and stuff. That had some like glowing white eyes in like the middle of the dark wings and stuff. I think I try to explain it the best way I can and stuff like that. And we see these interactions with Camilla and such. Just show, especially man, that was fun. Velvet man, it's just about the theatric man. Cause that's just the character Emerald is and stuff like that, or Dark Star and stuff, and in that story, that character is gone by many names over the years and stuff like that, many form, many names. And man, I really enjoy it. And that takes place like the middle of season 1 of Hazard Hotel and stuff, because that where I conjure up the story. But oh. Ooh man, the door is gonna get into play. The door of that character gonna get into play, and that went outside because that light star and every interaction and able, bro. Not to mention Charlie and Hazel, not to mention the new OC. I introduced it in there, and it gonna be some juicy. I'm not trying to draw too much of what planned. But there's definitely gonna be some backstory to the sinners and stuff that you make and Dark Star and it gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. I really enjoyed the angel character Roseanne and Amora and stuff like that. Not going for a new edition I might make and stuff like that, but it's just very nice and things. It's just very special in a way. Man, I'm losing my train of thought. I talk about that. Emerald Universe, man. Ooh, man, this take about a long time. Ammo Adventure. And so, like, man, I remember making that. I had this whole series, the sagas, is a plan. I still do. I want to mostly focus on Bay, since it's the month of the Emerald. And so, like, that's, been month for Emerald, the Emerald Corporation brand. And so, like that. And I imagine it's going to be more of a thing going forward and stuff in 2026 and stuff like that. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. We working on some superhero things and stuff. I know we had like the ad scene, Jump City. Hearts of Harmony gonna become big. Hearts of Harmony. At time of recording this video, Spiritual Wonder, also known as Spiritual Morella. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. Yeah, which is the French show delving into the religion and stuff that I made and stuff. I also want to do more with my language and stuff like that because I know some of my characters did with it. I working on some and there's some common words like this things I wanted to get to, but I gotta produce my rough sketches and idea for these episodes and stuff like that first, and get this stuff out there so better stuff can come in the future and stuff like that. Get see the rough process that being pushed to quietly. I guess for lack of better words for now and things like that. But man, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Season 2 and season 3 is written. It's recorded. I just gotta edit. I just gotta draw. I just gotta draw it and edit it. Man, season 2 is recorded. It recorded. It's on there, and I'm kind of behind because some of my files are on my other phone and things like that. But most stuff with backup that was on that phone and stuff like that. But yeah, man, they're gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. Um, yeah, man. Again, Chris, I guess that kind of getting me into like Crystal Heroes and stuff like that. I can kind of talk about that since they're gonna be a thing at the end of the month for Ecliptors and stuff like that. My superhero franchise and things like that. I am working on other superhero shows and stuff like that. But the main one I'm focusing on, and I'm kind of working on the villain show a little bit. I'm trying to record the video. They kind of we see how they do. We see how they do. But the most I would focus on like the Crystal Hero and stuff because I wanted to work more with the gems and stuff like that. Especially for my love of science and things like that. I wanted to do more with it and work with different unknown gems. And I think what Verisight is the main character. And one of the main characters in the Crystal Heroes and stuff like that. Really got that green area, the emerald main character type of deal. Instead of them being like green and stuff. And I don't want their like stone to be like their powers and stuff like that, but more like their personality shapes their power and stuff like that. That kind of was like the idea. Honestly, I not want to get too much into detail with at least in this episode, and at least in like not to like spoil the video too much. But I really enjoy like making that and stuff like that. There are other projects, Miss Prickly and stuff. I want to talk about more of the Arabians and things like that. For superheroes. And sorry, my phone was fired down. But I wanted to get more into like the Arabians and things like that, and how I want to do that, and how I want to show off the chapters and stories with them and stuff like that. I still working it out and things. Honestly, did the core or I forgot exactly the core shadows or however you want to try it very meta, but in a good way. It's just me like I'll write the episode like me when I was here like trying as a curator or something like that. I guess the way I was gonna phrase it and stuff. Man, but it's like a whole thing, and I'm just very excited to show my work and stuff like that. I've been working on some of these stories for a while and things. I think I noticed like I think I mentioned Super Mouse earlier. Super Mouse, Ratnit, Crispy. They're gonna have like a little show together. I want to do something like comment shows type deal. Kind of, my work for these is gonna be here and there, but we working some stuff out. Obviously, I got Seriton, as a test. Elemental Jump, is the official title, but it originally with the course it called Inagico. Um, Stemming from the gym universe, essentially with the Inag gym based on my cousins and stuff like that, and then now you see them in like the actual main universe and stuff like that, and we jump to the Ninjago multi universe and stuff. That was the initial idea, more of an original idea and stuff like that. You can kind of think of like Dark Star and stuff in a way, I guess. But yeah, yeah, that's I just want to get out because I wanted to do it just because I want to write a story with my cousins because I think what the Kanai show and stuff like that was initially me and my cousin idea and stuff like that set up, and I was trying to involve my cousin with my projects and stuff. Obviously, that's not working with strategies over again. I'm not gonna get into much in this episode about that thing, but initially the Kanai show was generated by me and my cousin. Essentially, at least the initial setup and things. Especially and things, but I'm working hard. There's 4 parts and stuff like that. I gotta sit this out. I didn't what then can wrap up. Kind of how I want to tell the story and stuff like that. I got my friend work helping me out. Some friends who helping me out with the projects and stuff like that. But the plan is hopefully by the end of January I get the first part out and stuff like that. As money me tight with the holidays and stuff like that, especially and things. But hopefully they change and stuff like that. Dino School is also coming. Dino School also coming by the time they record in the video. Angel Wars, stuff like that. Sunny done not the official titles and stuff like that. This Stuck on the West Side. Yo, Stuck on the West Side. Yo, I would remember Stuck on the West Side, man. I was like, man, man, I'm about to make a fucking stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be a full thing, but I'm about to make a short film pilot type day for me being stuck on the West Side. It was difficult to get to the east side during a certain time because of how something are running and stuff like that, like the bus and the trains and stuff like that. It's just a bitch, man. It's gonna take a couple hours at least. I'm like, man, I'm basically stuck on the west side, man. It was a whole thing. It was a whole joke and stuff that I took too far. You can say, man, it's definitely for the time porters and stuff like that. I kind of want to do more with the side thing. Also, Peacekeepers. I had not talked about them on my channel, Justice Street channel yet. I want to do a show with that. And so it might be like a dad and father type show. I don't know. I feel like something we missing in modern animation a little bit. I'm very excited to get to that version of that. But I haven't really talked about the Peacekeepers and stuff, and the whole Justice Street lore and stuff like that. And I definitely got to get into that more, especially considering they like neutralizers. I think we call them and stuff. And they able to neutralize people powers, kind of like on Azawa, from my haircut everything you can think of. And yeah, but that all the shows. I want to. Oh yeah, I had not. Okay. So I got Summer Sleeves. I'm gonna just name drop some of the things we working on. There's also spin-off to Miss Piggy because I'm very hyped for Miss Piggy. I don't know what the future of the Miss Piggy show gonna look like. And so when it comes to writing episodes, and we only gonna have like the pilot out by the time January comes to go. But there are spin-off ideas I have for some of the characters. Zill, deep dives, and the Googie game and stuff like that. Googie game probably not gonna come out to Halloween, man. That's the plan and stuff. So not much in the rush to like write it and stuff more than I have already. But I'm very excited. And stuff like that. Stuff that also comes to Jersey TV. I'm pretty sure. I gotta look at my list and stuff for things. But things also come for that, and I'm very excited for these things, man. I'm very excited for 2026, getting these episodes out. They're probably gonna be the probably one of the last podcast episodes I recorded for like right now at least. I time to record that video, and then so I can just focus and check my messages and stuff like that. And my phone probably about to go dead sooner or later or something like that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this podcast episode. I'm just testing out the waters of this channel as it became separate from my Pokemon branding and stuff like that. I do got 17 other channels and stuff. I will say that and stuff like that. I'm just gonna put that out there. This is a fucking podcast episode where I can just yap about things and stuff like I'm working on. I have been yapping a while. Like I've been yapping on quite a bit of videos and stuff like that and different things. But yeah, you want to subscribe? You can, but you don't got to. You don't got to like subscribe at all. Just leave a comment about this about the podcast and stuff like that episode. Down just going to title this a podcast episode. You know these episodes are gonna be like 20 minutes long. In the comments down below, and yeah, peace.